lactation counselor for 10 years, so I'm very excited to hear all the stories tonight. And I'm Amy Van Heron. I'm one of the board members of the MSBC. I'm a mom of two, a two-time former breastfeeder, and the founder of a breastfeeding company, so I'm also thrilled to be here to hear these stories. Before we get to the storytelling, I wanted to talk about the Breastfeeding Coalition. So we're a 501c3 nonprofit whose vision is that when every baby receives human milk, we will be a healthier Maine. Our mission is to work to enhance the culture of breast and chest feeding through professional networking, advocacy, and education. We build awareness and engagement by doing these really great meetings bi-monthly that everyone's invited to. And then we do events like these, we have newsletters, and we have a social media presence on Facebook and Instagram. So please add us on there. You can go to our email list, which is on the raffle table. Just sign up there. And then, Amy, can you tell them about our strategic plan and things that we're doing with that?
Absolutely.
Great, thank you.
So we have been working really hard to put together a focused and effective strategic plan. We use that to guide our work as a board, as a coalition, as a community, to really be the pillar of what we put forth into the community. And there are four buckets or pillars to that. One is connect, one is educate and support, one is advocate, and one is sustain. And then we have individual tactics underneath that, and then committees within this community that really carry out those beautiful initiatives to make us effective. And those really drive the work that we do, and these events are part of that. A couple examples beyond that, we're on the advocacy front. For example, we are all rallying behind a paid leave campaign, because it's really important, yes, to support parents in having time with their babies when they're transitioning back to work. On the education front, we are working with employers to create tools that help them become breastfeeding friendly organizations and really create cultures that allow parents to pump and work and do all the things that they need to do. And then we have events like these that really help us sustain the work that we do as a coalition and a community. And as part of this, we'll tell you more about some of the fundraising efforts that we have throughout the year, but you have the opportunity to join us. You already are in being here, but there are QR codes on the back of your seats. There's a table back there if you buy some amazing prize-oriented raffle tickets. All of that goes to helping us carry out our mission throughout the year.
So like Amy said, we hold events like these to bring our community together. And I don't know about all of you, but being on a stage in a dress is a lot different than the past 2 years of me being on my couch in my pajamas. So I'm very excited to be here, and I'm incredibly grateful for the courage and vulnerability of the storytellers to come on the stage and tell their story. So I'm going to read a quote by Brene Brown, who we all know and love, I'm sure. She says, "Language is a portal that transports us to a universe of new choices and second chances. A universe where we can share the stories of our bravest and most heartbreaking moments with each other in a way that builds connection." So tonight, these 6 storytellers allow us into their stories, many which are heartbreaking, but they really make them who they are today. So after a few years of disconnect and isolation, I hope tonight you all feel the strength in being vulnerable and remember that it does, without a doubt, take a village to build our families.
And what a beautiful village we have gathered here today. Your job as the audience is to really listen and to hear these stories and to acknowledge them with the storytellers. Laugh at the funny parts, let the tears flow if it moves you, and trust us, it might move you tonight in some really wonderful ways. And because everyone's wearing masks and people can only see the top half of your faces, feel free to connect with your body as well. I mean, bring back the spirit fingers, put your hands in the air, nod in order to validate their words, their emotions, their power. We are here to see the storytellers, to support them, to empower them, and really to connect as a group, because maybe, just maybe, you might see yourself and feel supported and empowered in these stories. And that is the beautiful magic of storytelling.
I saw you doing that snapping. They do that in the slam poetry. You guys can do that all night when you hear a great story, okay? So we're gonna have a 15-minute intermission in the middle. You can move around, visit each other, get drinks. In the meantime, please be sure to silence your phones. And then also, I put tissues around, and my mom helped out to Mom. And grab some of those because there's some emotional, heartfelt stories they're going to hear tonight. So thank you so much. And finally, let's give our storytellers a round of applause for being brave tonight. All right, so I'm going to let Amy introduce our first storyteller.
I love the tissues.
Yeah, I know. Pass the tissues around.
Okay, all right, let's kick things off. So first we're going to hear a story from a time we all remember well, March 2020. Amy Kierstead will tell her story of giving birth at the beginning of the pandemic, a time of uncertainty for all, but a time of uncertainty and newborn postpartum exhaustion for Amy and her family. Let's give a big welcome to Amy to the stage.